Hey, happy freaking hump day morning, y'all. It's a chilly willy. I think it's like 49 degrees, maybe 50 degrees at the most here in the great state. Man. Things have been going well at work. I'm now on second shift. So I'm making a little extra quiche, a little extra lettuce. It's nice. Yeah, considering the inflation, I'm pretty much back to being on level with where I was last year, which, hey, could be worse. Actually, I'm this time last year, yeah, I was I was working for a temp service. Um, but I kind of wanted to talk about something a little bit serious. So, it's been my uh, experience that you should never test God. It's okay to pray and you know ask God for help, but don't say, "Hey, you know what, God? If this doesn't happen, if this person dies, etc., 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 then screw you. I don't believe it." Never say that. Never even think it. Like I say, absolutely never say it. But don't expect that God will not test you. We are all corporeal spirits. We're all godly spirits. We're made in God's image. But I think part of the problem, and maybe it's by human intent, is don't forget that big book, the Holy Bible. It's been translated close to probably 100,000 different times unfortunately, by people of ultimate power, or absolute power, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's one of the first things you learn in philosophy class. Philosophy 101. So don't always believe in the whole, hey, this is my image, so God must be a white guy. Or if you're of an ancient tribe, don't think that your darker skin means that God is the image of you and the rest of the world are just a bunch of freaking animals crawling around the earth. That's not the way it works. We're all spirits. We're all godly spirits. Because when this flesh falls away after we pass, our spirits, our souls still exist. And according to the first rule of thermodynamics, which is conservation of energy and matter can neither be created nor destroyed. They can only be transferred from one container into another, giving rise to potential reincarnation, to the potential of reincarnation, or transformed from one form into another, giving rise to transcendence, spiritual transcendence. But get a grip, because this is all a test. And the reason why I bring this up, when I first started with Dennis, I almost said the name, with the company that I worked for. Now, I met this interesting woman. 23, I'm 60. We were having a little conversation. Next day, while we were both heading out for our lunch break or break, I don't know what it was. She she showed me a very sexy picture of her in what she said was a $450 corset that she picked up from one of those freaking whatchamacallit festivals. The castles, the knights, the whole thing. Sorry, my memory. I just woke up a few minutes ago, and my memory's still a little foggy. So I had no idea that this woman was married. All I knew was that she was flirting with me, and I kind of dug it. I'm not gonna lie. The attention, the desire I felt from her, really freaking, it got to me. So I found out she was married, but then found out that things were on the way out with her and her husband. But the dog in me, which is part of the reason why my book, my future published book, is called Poetry, Prose, and Perspective by the Family Dog. The dog in me started to howl. Like I said, I dug the attention. So I fast forward to this week, and I survived my training, excelling in it, actually. This is manly work, working with steel, working with metal, working with aluminum. And last night, with not enough work to do, I was assigned to work in this other department. And I can't get into the details again because the company I now work with or work for through the temp service does a lot of government contracts. And plus, I don't want somebody that doesn't like me to freaking inadvertently call in and try to get me in trouble. That's the truth. So here I am working late at night when this gentleman walks in. Robust guy, big guy, hefty guy. Let's just put it this way or that way, whatever. This way, that way, whatever. Anyway, he walks in and he starts telling me all these details. And one of the first details that stood out, much like me, he's been in a lot of places, lived in a lot of places, but in his early 30s, he's already got things figured out. He's good at what he does, which is, let's just say he works with film. And one of the things that, the department I was working in, I guess I can say that, was in the x-ray department, x-raying the projects to make sure that they're solid and whatnot. No unseen gaps. So he's in there talking to me about his work and all the places he'd been and lived. And one of the places he mentioned was Iowa. Surprise, surprise, guess where that young woman was from originally that was flirting with me? Iowa. So right away I knew God was screwing with me. And right away I knew that this was a test put upon me by God. And maybe by myself. I kind of earned it for not giving a shit and enjoying the interactions that I had with this young woman. But here's the thing. I could have been a dick. I could have lived up to my middle name, but I didn't. This guy started telling me about how his marriage was on the outs. And I couldn't help but sympathize with him. And I said, you already got it figured out. It's not exactly what I said to him, but, in a roundabout way. I said, so just focus on what you're doing. Become the best you can become. Essentially, I was trying to help this guy out. Maybe get through things with his wife. But that's the thing. It's not okay for you to test the Creator, but do not think for 1 second that the Creator isn't going to test you. And when I say the Creator, I'm talking about God. I don't care if we find out that there's aliens on other planets. I don't care if we find out that they're interdimensional beings. I don't give a shit. The one thing I'm certain of is that God exists, because something, somewhere along the line, had to create us. Because an idea becomes a thought becomes a world. And we're in a world that is beyond my ability to comprehend how it even began. And heck, I've got a degree in geology, which is the study of the earth, and I still don't get it. So have faith in God, have faith in the plan, have faith in President Donald J. Trump, but mostly have faith in yourself. And if you ain't got faith in yourself, sit your ass down, and like Jordan Peterson says, sit your ass down before you go to bed and meditate on it. Think about it. Because you know what? After last night, I'm starting to think I can trust myself again. Which, for a very long time, I could not. Hey, God, thanks for another beautiful day. Thanks for all the tests. Thanks for all the good. Thanks for all the bad. Please protect and guide President Donald J. Trump, all the members of Q, the members of our military, our law enforcement, our emergency service workers, and especially the members of Vets for Child Rescue, so that united with the good patriots of the world, we can put on your full armor, pick up our swords of light and truth, and in one sound voice, defeat the dark forces of evil that continue to prey upon us and our children, and your children, once and for all. And please, dear God, awaken the hearts and minds of these misguided educators, or smite them, whatever you choose. Amen. Hey, y'all, have a wonderful day. Right, Nightmare? Nightmare, you gotta say good morning. There we go. That's about as good of a morning as you're gonna get. God bless, stay safe, and have faith, guys. Yeah, we are all in this together, but sometimes we gotta ride that road ourselves.